How's it going, everybody? I hope you're having an excellent day. Today we're taking a look at another Capital Peak Raid weekend high score attempt of over 38,000 points by attacking 6 separate bases. So let's take a look at which bases I'm going for and how I am taking them out. This is one of my favorite bases to hit, the basic layout of the Skeleton Park. For whatever reason, it is the likely reason that it is unchanged most of the time in the sort of mid to lower end of the trophy range is that it was the newest district. So a lot of clans built it up, upgraded it, but didn't bother to change the layout for better defenses. So this is what I like to use. I like to use the 2 P.E.K.K.A.s, 6 Rams, 6 Hogs, I think 8 Barbarians, and 1 pack of Minions. And attacking the base this way works pretty much every single time. The only variation that you'll have is where the P.E.K.K.A.s end up going. A lot of times they'll go sometimes to the left, sometimes to the right. And then sometimes they will get targeted by the minion huts. But as long as you can protect the P.E.K.K.A.s, you can push very, very deep into the base. And you can get a lot of points. 1 pack of minions up top to destroy the giant cannon. Super good value from those minions. Pretty much take out the whole top side with 1 ram, 1 barbarian, and 1 pack of minions. You get like 1,000 points from it. It's crazy. See here now, the P.E.K.K.A. has gone down to the left-hand side and is getting targeted by the minion hut. So that P.E.K.K.A. goes down, but this other P.E.K.K.A. is doing pretty good staying alive. At this point, when you get to the back half of the base, it's really important to look at what you can take out and snipe and destroy to get the rest of those points. So we have 1 more pack of Hogs. We could potentially send it up with the P.E.K.K.A. to maybe take out another defense, but we can definitely take out this rapid rocket since it is low health, and maybe even the reflector. And the P.E.K.K.A. does not quite get the bomb tower, but the Hogs do get the reflector. And as you can see, we've cleared like 80% of the base, and we got 7,155 points from 1 attack, which is very, very crazy. The rest of the attacks are on the 6th raid. We'll be taking a look at a Capital Peak cleanup. Sometimes the Capital Peak attacks are worth looking at if the peak itself is already down. A lot of times you can clean up the base very easily with an air attack. As you can see here, all the defenses are already gone. So as long as the setups are good, you can potentially clean it up very, very quickly. Typically though, Capital Peaks are not where all the points are at. Usually it's the Skeleton Parks and the Barbarian Camps. But in the event that some of those are taken, or they're too strong and you don't want to worry about them, you can also hit some of these other bases, like the Wizard Valley. Typically the Wizard Valley is very, very easy to 2-shot. You can pretty much 2-shot it a variety of ways, but this is sort of my go-to graveyard ground spam strategy. It's the 2 Barbarians, 2 Hog Riders, 8 Giants, 8 Wizards, and then 10 Rams. I like to use the 3 Graveyard and a Lightning spell, and you can pretty much use it on any of the bases. Only 3 bases I don't use it on are the Capital Peaks, because the Capital Peak is pretty tough to get to the core of the base. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But if there is a Super Dragon as well, the Wizards have a hard time. Similarly, I don't use it on the Dragon Cliffs because there's so many Super Dragons. It does not fare well for the whole army. Sometimes you can perfectly distract the Super Dragons, other times not so much. And then the 3rd base that I don't use this army on is the Barbarian Camp. There are a ton of ground targeting defenses on the Barbarian Camp, so I like to use an air army instead. But as we look at this workshop, you can see there's 6,000 points available, and there's only 2 of the big targeting splash defenses left. The giant cannon and the blast bow. Giant cannon goes down, blast bow goes down, so really there's only this multi-mortar and this crusher. But they really stand no chance versus the swarm of this strategy. Now the hogs and the barbarians I bring mostly to help distract or reset some of the defenses to help protect the super wizards. Gotta protect the super wizards on this strategy, otherwise it does not go well at all. We will take a look at that with this almost cleanup attack on this Balloon Lagoon. So we got 6,840 points remaining. A lot of the base to still take out, and we're coming in from the top side of the base. Trying to set up 2 packs of the army. You know, ideally you want to spread out the super wizards a little bit so they don't all get taken out by splash damage. So we have a couple super wizards following the group of giants up top, and then we have a couple wizards in the core. Fortunately, the ones on the top side do peel back around for whatever reason, and we have a couple that went off to the right hand side. I see this right hand side is looking a little bit weak, so we use both packs of hogs on this right hand side to try to get through. And the army is still looking pretty decent at this point, right? But we lost 1 super wizard on the right hand side. Now we lost a second. So now there's really nothing left to help push through this portion of the base. Now we do have a good group on this left hand side, but there's only the 3 giants remaining. So we can see as they bust through these walls, they spring 1 trap, spring a second trap, and that log launcher devastates the wizards, as well as a bomb down there. So we have 2 defenses left. Very, very close to cleaning up the base, but still, we got over 6,500 points, so I will take it. And last but not least, we'll take a look at the Golem Quarry cleanup. This may look a little bit scary to clean up, but we see that we have graveyards over each of the big splash targeting defenses. It's very important on the Golem Quarry that if there are defenses in this kind of pocket area, that you want to either pick one side of the base to attack from. Either go from right to left or left to right. Trying to go like from all sides with so many splash targeting defenses typically does not work out. So you either want to charge into the pocket, or you want to avoid it up front and then just let the troops naturally go over to that side of the base. Especially if you're able to hold on to some rams or some hog riders, you can usually directly target some of the defenses in that portion of the base. So as the rocket artillery goes down, that marks the end of this base. So there's nothing left to stop the army. We get 6,230 plus 123 points. So I hope this video is helpful. Hopefully it showcases some different kinds of bases for you to attack. And I highly recommend using this army all the way up through even Capital Peak level 10. It's worked very, very well for me and continues to perform very consistently. So if you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Helps me out a bunch. And there are a couple more videos on the screen if you want to keep on watching. Until next time, take care.